Hi, this is Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll and NC State University, and I know I've posted a lot of text on Facebook about the very warm winter and what that means, and a couple of things I just want to follow up on that. And the first is, yes, it's been very warm, and as we look around, you know, here it is mid-March, and I've got daylilies that are up a lot more than what we would expect them to be, and there has been, you know, an early spring for us. And I look at my pansies here, and it's been so warm they're already starting to deteriorate, and it's still officially winter time. So it's been a warm winter, but that does not mean, and I repeat, it does not mean we're going to get overrun with insects this year. And I want to make sure you understand that nobody comes along and tries to convince you to buy more of this or more of that because we're going to have a terrible insect year. We're going to have, more than likely, an earlier insect year in many parts of the country, and it may be as early as 3 weeks ahead of schedule. But it certainly does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that we're going to absolutely be overrun by insects this year. So keep that in mind. And the point I want to make about the degree days is that if you keep good records of when pests occur in whatever turf setting you're in charge of, and you keep track of that and you record that in association with the degree day accumulations from January 1 of when that pest incident occurred, you keep track of that year after year, and you can start looking for patterns and say, this year's things are happening earlier, so I know I need to look for it earlier, or this year, because of degree day accumulations, things are happening later. And you can kind of be able to make more accurate predictions or forecasts when you have those degree days working in your favor. So I hope that information is helpful to you, and look forward to seeing you next time on Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll. Take care. Whoops, I just remembered something. We talk a lot about temperatures, but as I've talked in the past, soil moisture and rainfall has a real value in when insect problems occur and how many we have. And the fact of the matter is, in many parts of the U.S., it's been warmer, but it's also been a lot drier. And if anything, these drier conditions may certainly work against having an overly abundant insect pest population. So let's keep that in mind as well. In North Carolina, it was our driest February in 80-some years. And that typically works against a lot of these pests as far as their early occurrence and showing up in real high numbers. So hope all this helps, and I think that's all for now. Bye-bye.